Paper 2, Unit 1st, Inorganic Reaction Mechanism. First of all, what is the reaction rate? The rate of reaction or reaction rate is the speed at which reactants are converted into product. When we talk about chemical reaction, it is a given fact that rate at which they occur varies by a great deal. Some chemical reactions are nearly instantaneous, while others usually take some time to reach the final equilibrium. This article aims to help students learn about and understand what exactly is the rate of reaction for a given chemical compound. This diagram is showing that the rate of reaction is reactant is converted into the product. As per the general definition, the speed with which a reaction takes place is refers to as rate of reaction. For example, wood combustion has a high reaction rate since the process is fast, and rusting of iron has a low reaction rate as the process is slow. Next point in this chapter, factor affecting the rate of reaction. The various factors that can affect the rate of chemical reaction is listed in this subsection. Nature of the reaction. The rate of reaction highly depends on the type and nature of the reaction. As mentioned earlier, few reactions are naturally faster than others, while some reactions are very slow. The physical state of reactant, number of reactant, complexity of the reaction, and other factors highly influence the reaction rate as well. The rate of reaction is generally slower in liquids when compared to gases and slower in solids when compared to liquids. Size of the reactant also matters a lot. The smaller the size of reactant, the faster the reaction. The next is the effect of concentration on reaction rate. According to the collision theory, the rate of reaction increases with the increase in the concentration of the reactant. As per the law of mass action, the chemical reaction rate is directly proportional to the concentration of the reactant. This implies that the chemical reaction rate increases with the increase in concentration and decreases with the decrease in the concentration of the reactant. Time plays a major role in changing the concentration of the reactants and product. Therefore, even time is vital factors affecting the reaction rate. Next is the pressure factor. Pressure increases the concentration of the gases, which in turn results in the increase of the rate of reaction. The reaction rate increases in the direction of less gaseous molecule and decreases in the reverse direction. Thus, it can be understood that pressure and concentration are interlinked and that they both affect the rate of reaction. How does the temperature affect the reaction rate? According to the collision theory, a chemical reaction that takes place at a higher temperature generates a more energy than a reaction at lower temperature. This is because of the colliding particles will have required activation energy at a high temperature, and more successful collision will take place. There are some reactions that are independent of temperature. Reactions without an activation barrier are examples of the chemical reactions that are independent of a temperature. Next is the solvent. The rate of reaction also depends on the type of solvent. Properties of the solvent and ionic strength highly affect the reaction rate. Next is order. The order of reaction manages how the reactant pressure or concentration affect the rate of reaction. Next is electromagnetic radiation. Electromagnetic radiation is a form of energy, and its presence at the chemical reaction may increase the rate of reaction as it gives the particles of reactant more energy. Next is intensity of light. Even the intensity of light affects the rate of reaction. Particles absorb more energy with the increase in the intensity of light, thereby the increase in the rate of reaction. Next is the presence of catalyst. A catalyst can be defined as a substance that increases the rate of reaction without actually the participating in the reaction. The definition itself describes its effect on chemical reaction. The presence of catalyst increases the speed of reaction in both forward and reverse reaction by providing an alternate pathway which has lower activation energy. Surface area of the reactants. The surface area of reactant affects the rate of reaction. If the size of particle is small, the surface area will be more, and this increases the speed of heterogeneous chemical reaction. Next is the rate of reaction formula. Let's take a traditional chemical reaction. A plus B, it gives P plus Q. Capital letter A and B denotes a reactant and the P and Q denote the product, while the small letter AB PQ denotes a stoichiometric coefficient. As per IUPAC Gold Book, the rate of reaction occurring in closed system without the formation of reaction intermediate under the isochoric condition is defined as. Here the negative sign is used to indicate the decreasing the concentration of the reactant. The next point, average rate of reaction. Now let us consider the following reaction to understand even more clearly. A is reacts with B. In this reaction, a reactant A undergoes a chemical reaction to give a product B. It is a general convention to represent the concentration of any reactant or product as reactant or product so that the concentration of A can be represented as A and that of B is concentration of B. Let us the time at which the reaction begins with the start time, that is T is equals to 0. Let us consider the following situation. T is equals to T1. The concentration of A is equals to A1. The concentration of B is equals to B1. At T is equals to T2, then the concentration of A is equals to A2. The concentration of B is equals to B2. Now we want to know the rate at which A is disappearing and the rate at which a product B is appearing in the time interval between T1 and T2. Therefore, the rate of disappearance of A is equals to A2 minus A1 upon T2 minus T1 is equals to minus delta A upon delta T. The negative sign shows that the concentration of A is decreasing. Similarly, the rate of disappearance of B2 minus B1 upon T2 minus T1 is equals to delta B upon delta T. Since A is the only reactant involved in the reaction and B is the only product that is formed and as mass is conserved, the amount of A disappeared in the time interval delta T will be the same as the amount of B formed during the same time interval. So we can say that the rate of reaction is equals to minus rate of disappearance of A is equals to rate of appearance of B. Therefore, the rate of reaction minus delta A upon delta T is equals to delta B upon delta T. The above terms of the rate of disappearance of A and the rate of appearance of B are average rate of reaction. These rates give the rate of reaction for the entire time interval delta T and hence are called as average rate of reaction. Next point is instantaneous rate of reaction. What if you want to know the rate at which the reaction discussed above is proceeding at any instant of time and not for a given period of time? average reaction rate remains constant for a given time period, so it can certainly not give any idea about the rate of reaction at a particular instant. This is where the instantaneous rate of reaction comes into the picture. Instantaneous rate of reaction is the rate at which the reaction is proceeding at any given time. Suppose the value of term delta T is very small and tends to 0. Now we can say infinitesimally small delta T, which is a very small time period and can be considered a particular instant of time. The average reaction rate will be the instantaneous rate of reaction. Mathematically, average rate of reaction minus delta A upon delta T is equals to delta B upon delta T when delta T stands to 0. Instantaneous rate of reaction is equals to minus delta A upon delta T is equals to delta B upon delta T. Therefore, the instantaneous rate of reaction minus delta A upon delta T is equals to delta B upon delta T. The unit of rate of reaction is given by the concentration per time, that the mole per liter per second. Meanwhile, the chemical kinetics has gained a critically significant role in the world today. The reaction rate, both average and instantaneous, is enabling engineers and scientists around the globe to optimize the process parameter in order to get the most desired results from the chemical reaction in the most economical and safe way. Then the chemical kinetics, along with the critical role in the manufacturing of the industry, has also served as base for further advances in the field of reaction engineering and biochemical engineering. Any chemical reaction contains the following two constituents. First is reactant and second is product. The role these constituents play in chemical reaction is briefly described below. Very important concept in chemical reactions such as the activation energy are also described. The first constituent is the reactant. Then what is the role in the chemical reaction in reactant? Substances which undergo chemical reactions are called as reactant. In a chemical reaction, these reactants are converted into a new substances. Second is the role of product in the chemical reaction. The substances which are end product of the chemical reaction are called as product. In other words, new substances that are formed due to the chemical reactions are also called as the product. Next is activation energy is also useful in the chemical reaction. Then what is the meaning of the activation energy? Activation energy can be defined as the minimum amount of energy that is required to activate molecule or atoms so that they can undergo the chemical transformation. They can be helps in the proceed to reactant to product in the chemical reaction. This minimum energy is to overcome the energy barrier is called as the activation energy. Similarly, chemical kinetics is a part of physical chemistry that is related to the study of reaction rate. It has many applications that include the enzymology, chemical engineering and environmental engineering. In a chemical reaction, products are formed due to the collision between the reactant molecule. The condition for the collisions to form a product are collisions should be effective, the right orientation of the reactant molecule towards each other, all molecules should possess a minimum amount of energy to form a product molecule, and it also useful in the chemical reaction. Then reactant, it gives the activation energy, it forms a product. As the chemical reaction advances, the concentration of the reactants will decreases and the concentration of product will be increases. Thank you.